Okay. It's that song every single time because that's the only artist that still lets Trump use their fucking music. Because they used to... What was the other one they did? I remember there was some whole giant thing about the son of an artist being like, no, we're fucking suing you, like, fuck you. I don't remember.
What a group. All champions. Well, thank you very much. A big hello. This is a special group of patriots, champions, winners. You are winners. Oh, I'd love to have your job.
You had the opportunity. Yeah, okay, I'll try not to be too lib shit. But, nah.
Very special hello to the greatest.
Unfortunately, I got some liberal bone spurs.
Of the United States Navy. Very special people. Thank you very much. Great honor. Great honor to be here. But I'm thrilled to be here among thousands
good.
of proud American patriots.
Is this layered potatoes?
100,000 tons. That's a lot of tonnage.
It's either Poland or Spain, and there's no in between.
Symbol of American might, power, and prestige. The legendary USS George Washington. This is some ship. They don't make them this way anymore, but we're not supposed to say that, but they really don't. This is great stuff. This
is that really a bad thing to say?
GW,
whatever.
They call it GW, right?
Okay, we got looks like plantains.
Celebrate the strength and the skill and service.
I don't recognize that beer.
So we're gonna all relax. We're gonna have a good time. We're not going anywhere. You know, if you go back to Washington, it's like 2:00 in the morning. But I want to just tell you that you are special people, and we're going to have a little fun. And I'm going to tell you how great our country is and how well we're doing. Because a year and a half ago, we had a different country than we do right now. Now we're the most respected country in the world. We're the hottest country anywhere in the world. And it hasn't taken too long. But I had no doubt. I just didn't know we were going to do it this fast. We've done it fast because...
Okay, so it would be like Haiti or the Dominican Republic. Hey, what's up, Inappropriate Innuendo?
He's a tough cookie. He was formerly our Secretary of Defense, but now he is proudly known as our Secretary of War, Pete Hegson.
Yeah. Overripe plantains, palm oil.
And, you know, I don't say this. He gave up a hell of a job. They were going to pay him millions of dollars. They didn't want him to leave. That crazy fox, they didn't want him to leave. But he wanted, you know, every time I'd go on that show, all he wanted to talk about is the military.
Yeah, whatever.
And I said, you know, if I ever do this, I'm going to bring this guy along with me. He knew more about it than anybody. He didn't want to be doing the other stuff. And
the question of the day is how do liberals message to people in the Rust Belt? Okay. First is probably stop calling it the Rust Belt. Second of all, not talk about, you know, like social programs, but rather like getting people to be able to work there. That's my theory. You could let me know what you think.
He had a chance. He could have made so much money.
God, the
he didn't want that. This is what you wanted, Pete. He's so happy now. Those drug ships aren't coming in anymore. We can't find a ship. There's no ships coming in with drugs, you know. It's like he's been incredible. So thank you very much, Pete. You gave up a lot. We appreciate it. Thank you. And unlike
the Reb Belt,
past administrations, we will not be politically correct.
The Reb Belt. Nope, too late.
When it comes to defending
You fucked
the
up.
United States, we're no longer politically correct. We're going to defend our country any way we have to, and that's usually not the politically correct way. From now on, if we're in a war, we're going to win the war. We're going to win it like nobody ever before. You know, we'd go in, we'd blast the hell out of countries. Shouldn't have gone in. By the way, if you don't go in, that's
still above average.
We don't have to go in peace through strength, but you know, we'd go in, we'd win, and then we'd leave.
Reb Belt. We need the Jeb Belt, where the highest percentage of the population voted for Jeb Bush.
They used to say, to the victor belong the spoils. Well, we'd be the victor, then we'd leave, because we had people that didn't know what the hell they were doing.
People are lying.
But we're also very honored to be joined by hundreds of our incredible Japanese partners, and they are incredible. Thank you very much.
So, like, former manufacturing, but it needs to be a name that would encapsulate, you know, a revitalization. You know, something... I don't know. The Phoenix Belt? Honestly, I like where you're headed. I like where you're headed. Or I like where your head is. Yeah. Something like that. Is this just fish? You know, but I don't know what this is. Fermentation of...
This woman... That's right. This woman is a winner. So, you know, we've become very close friends all of a sudden because
take a milkshake.
Their stock market today and our stock market today hit an all-time high. That means we're doing something.
Okay, sorry.
All of a sudden because their stock market today and our stock market today hit an all-time high. That means we're doing something right. But the cherished alliance between the United States and Japan is one of the most
the sus trans
network in the entire world. Really, there's never been anything like it. Born out of the ashes of a terrible war, our bond has grown over 8 decades into the beautiful friendship that we have. It's a foundation of peace and security in the Pacific. You see it? So on behalf of all American sailors stationed in this beautiful country, let's hear it for our allies and the Japanese self-defense forces and all of the Japanese people that we love and respect. And I have such respect for Japan and the country. And now I have a really great...
I mean... okay. It's going to be tough to, like, have the case for immigration be, hey, Japan's actually not doing very well. Because, man, to go against Japan in the U.S., whew, that's a taboo. Place Japan still holds strong. But blame others and you win. What I'm saying is, like, Japan has very, very strict almost no, like, immigration, right? Their economy's declining, their population's aging, they're starting to be unable to afford any social programs. Like, that is the reality of Japan. But a Republican will look at that and point to you and be like, yeah, but you notice they all look the same? Is it not like, you know, saying all Asians look the same? Just saying, like, you know, there's a lot of homogeneity within Japan, and they'll say that's worth it. It's like, okay, if that's really what you think, like, but same thing with Switzerland. I did not know that, but that might be an easier sell. But that, I feel like people will prioritize, or at least people like with that mindset would prioritize homogeneity over, or they think they would prioritize homogeneity over, like, the economic growth and social programs or whatever, until you start to realize what the country looks like without those, what life like looks like when all that's gone. It's not good. Collapse and decay is not good. At some point, people are going to have to reckon with, like... Because it's so easy to say. It's like, well, I'd take less economic growth for less immigration because it's so abstract. Like, economic growth, you don't think it affects you. But it's like, okay, keeps prices down, keeps the U.S. dollar strong, allows us to have global peace and stability, makes it so we really don't have to worry about much. It's without that, the few social programs we have, gone. The American dominance around the world, gone. Like, it's not good to let ourselves fall into stagnation and decline.
Respect for the new and incredible Prime Minister. And I have to say this, the first female Prime Minister in the history of Japan. Madam Prime Minister, please.
And I have to say this. I don't want to. Whatever. I'm not going to do shitlib stuff. I don't think I'm using that term correctly.
And thank you all.
God damn it.
So, 本日、米国の海軍創設
Poland to Turkmenistan?
すべき節目にトランプ大統領とともに地域の自由と平和を
Is
守
it
る
Belarus in the middle?
空
Yeah.
母ジョージ・ワシントンで挨拶するチャンスをいただいたこと
Do I go
心から
Uzbekistan or Afghanistan or Kazakhstan?
This year marks the
Kazakhstan.
U.S. Navy's semi-quincentennial anniversary. As we celebrate the important milestone, I'm truly honored to have this opportunity to deliver
Yeah.
remarks
Oh, it's like, oh, Afghanistan's big. Wait, Uzbekistan's huge. Wait, Kazakhstan's even bigger.
with President Trump aboard the aircraft carrier USS George Washington, a symbol of protecting freedom
trivia round?
and peace in this region.
Oh, gosh.
でまず何よりも日夜、我が国と地域の平和と
I know
安全のために
that's
尽力してくださっている
Kazakhstan.
自衛隊員、そして在日米軍の、軍隊の皆さん、軍人の皆様に心から敬意と感謝を捧げます。
First and foremost, I would like to express my deep respect and sincere gratitude to all the men and women in uniform from Japan's Self-Defense
God.
Forces and the U.S. Forces Japan
No.
for your dedication
Fuck,
and
what's this
commitment
one?
to safeguard peace and security of our nation and the region day and night.
で6年前に
It's not Costa Rica. Not Dominica. Fuck.
で6年前この横須賀の地で、トランプ大
ニカラ
統領
グア
と、亡くなった安倍晋三、総理が
What? Oh,
まあ
fuck,
日米が
no.
共に手を取り合って、この地域の平和と安全を確保していくという決意を示しました。
What is this
Six
one?
years ago, at this same place here in Yokosuka City, the late Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and President Trump
Costa Rica, I
side by
think, is
side
down
and
here.
demonstrated their resolve that Japan
Yeah.
and the United States would join
And then
hands
this is El
to ensure
Salvador.
peace and security in this region.
今ここに再び
This is
日米の
Cuba,
最高指揮官
Dominica,
が
or
並び
Dominican
立った
Republic,
この
Haiti,
機会に
Jamaica.
私はその決意を引き継ぎインド太平洋を自由で開かれたものとし、そして地域の平和と繁栄の礎とする決意を新たにしました。
Belize.
Now, as
Good.
the two commanders-in-chief of Japan
Good
and
shout.
the United
Thank you,
States
Googly.
stand together once again, I have renewed my determination to carry forward that resolve and to make the Indo-Pacific free and open so that it will serve as the foundation of peace and prosperity for the entire region.
今我々は
Was the
かつてないほど厳しい
Indo-Pacific
安全保障
closed?
環境に直面しています。平和は言葉だけではなく確固たる決意と行動によってこそ守られます。
This isn't like the.
We are facing
Falklands or something, is it?
Severe security environment. Peace
Or like the Isle of
cannot be
Man or some
preserved
shit.
by words alone. It can be protected only when there is an unwavering determination and action.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
最上とマヤを含む自衛官と
Good shout.
のジョージ・ワシントンは数多く
Good
の
call.
訓練を重ねてきました。で、また横須賀にいる多くの、補給、整備に携わっている、日米関係者の
Alright, where are my non-retail mixed cotton yarn fans?
の皆様、そして地域社会との絆が、米国海軍の活動を長年にわたって支えてきました。まあ、こうした幾層にもわたる日米の協力が日米の抑止力、対処力を確かなものとしております。
From where we stand, we can see maritime self-defense forces
Sorry.
Mogami and Maya.
Cotton.
Vessels
Biggest
Japan's
exports of
maritime
cotton.
Self-defense force
Still- are we
and
still,
USS George Washington have conducted numerous joint exercises. Just as importantly, there are so many Japanese
No.
and American personnel working for logistics and maintenance
Mexico?
here in Yokosuka.
Made with...
And there's also a strong sense of bond with the local community here.
Where's cotton? China?
Those are what
You
have
think?
been supporting the activities of U.S. Navy
Okay.
over
Good
the
call.
years. There's no
I wanna
doubt
say
that
Mexico.
such multi-layered
Turkmenistan?
Japan-US
Yeah, right.
cooperation is what makes it possible for us to ensure the credibility of our two
I was
nations'
not, though.
deterrence and response capabilities.
Cotton farms. Fine, Turkmenistan.
私は決意しています。今後、日本の防衛力を抜本的に強化して、この地域の平和と安定により一層積極的に
Damn, they sold it. They traded the sea for not even ranking. God damn.
貢献していきます。
So let me reiterate my unwavering determination here. Japan is committed to
Oh.
fundamentally reinforce its defense capabilities, and Japan is ready to contribute even more proactively to peace and stability of the region.
Oh yeah, I was reading some of the documents in a court case about a ICE officer pointing a gun at somebody and saying, "You stupid liberal." Something like that. Okay. As agents were driving away, they pointed a pepperball gun and the real gun at declarant Chris Gentry, a combat veteran who was lawfully standing on the side of the road voicing his opposition as agents were driving in their vehicles. Exhibit 85, Gentry Declaration. The agent who pointed the real gun at Mr. Gentry's face said, "Bang, bang, you're dead, liberal." Okay. We can find Gentry's declaration. I think it's in... exhibit list. Exhibit list. Fuck, there was one that had all the declarations. I was just on it, god damn it. This is all summons. TRO.
その
I'll
こと
find
に
it.
よりトランプ大統領とともに世界で最も偉大な同盟になった日米同盟をさらなる高みに引き上げてまいります。
Through these efforts, together with President Trump, I am determined to elevate the Japan-US alliance, which has already become the greatest alliance in the world, to even greater heights.
日米は共に歩を掲
Okay.
げ、
I mean, it's a declaration. It's under oath.
海を進みます。この横須
Pretty
賀
sure.
から紡がれるコードは日米の絆を輝く未来へと導くことを確信してい
Take
ま
that
す。
for what you will, I
Japan
guess.
and the United States will advance together with our sails raised high across a free and open sea. And I am very confident that the sea route from Yokosuka will make our bond even stronger and bring our two nations on the path to a shining future.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jesus. What's the one I'm looking for? Gentry. Actually, I could probably just control F it. Nope. Okay.
Thank you very much. And we will have a long, good relationship. And we'll have fun doing it. You know, you have to have fun. Although sometimes it's never fun. She's tough to negotiate with, I want to tell you. But I'm delighted.
So here's the bar. Anyone who's actually like somewhat adversarial towards me, no negotiating at all. It's only this sliver of people that are friendly. And then within that range, if you push for anything, whoa, that was a tough negotiation. Whoa!
Needed to report that I've just approved the first batch of missiles. You saw a couple of them coming down with me. I hugged them. We need them. They're the best in the world. Nobody has them like we.
I just approved the missiles. We need them, but I'm what? Okay, sure. He's like, oh wait, sorry, this isn't Ukraine. I can actually, I'm actually fine with giving these guys weapons.
Have them. They all want our missiles. That's the problem. Everybody wants them. But it's the first batch of missiles to be delivered to the Japanese self-defense forces for Japan's F-35s. And they're coming this week, so they're ahead of schedule. So I just want to tell Madam Prime Minister, they've been waiting for those missiles, and we got them here right away as soon as I heard about it. I want to thank former Senator, a great gentleman, by the way. He was so popular, but I took him out, and I made him Secretary of State. I think he was born for it. Marco Rubio, thank you very much, Marco. Where are you, Marco? Great guy. Great job. He was born for it. Ambassador George Glass, thank you very much, George. Good job you're doing. Thank you. And many of our outstanding uniform leaders with us today, including the head of the Indo-Pacific Command, Admiral Samuel Paparo. Where is Samuel? Hello. Good, but these are good-looking people. Could make a movie with these guys. They're like Central Cat. Look at this group of people. Commander of the U.S. Forces, Japan, General Stephen Jost. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much. The commander of the 7th. Oh, that's a big deal. So I think you want to switch jobs for 1 week, only for 1 week. All right. 7th Fleet, big stuff. Vice Admiral Fred Kacher. Fred, thank you very much. That's great. And the commander of Carrier Strike Group 5, Rear Admiral Eric.
Where the
Pappy
fuck is this?
And Doze.
Raven Geary.
That's great. Good. Thank you very much. And of course, we can't forget about your command triad aboard the George Washington. There's nothing like this one. This is a beauty. And I hear your commanding officer is a big Alabama football fan. You know, I love Alabama. I love Alabama.
Document
Captain
number 94.
Timothy Waits, and let me just say, roll
Document
Tide. You know,
94.
I love Alabama. Roll Tide.
Oh.
Where's Timothy? Where's Timothy? That was a hell of a game this week. I don't know how the hell you pulled that one out. That was. If you didn't win, I wouldn't have mentioned it. I would have just introduced you. I wouldn't have. But you came back from oblivion. Isn't that nice?
God damn.
Coming back.
Sorry. Just look at these images. Like, hey, stand down. Bam, bam. Jesus Christ.
Good. Thanks as well to your XO, Captain Patrick.
Like, what? What is the threat? Hey, get out of here! Get out of here! I know what the appropriate response is. Button! Like, no. What the fuck? I don't know if it's the way the image is stretched, but they look short. Whatever.
Blind, Patrick. Where is he, Patrick? Patrick, thank you. Highly
This is exhibit
respected
84.
person. All
Yeah.
of these people are the best. Look at them. I mean, you look at them. They could have any job they wanted. They could walk down to Wall Street, make a fortune. They wouldn't do that. They like what they're doing, and nobody does it better, as well as really one of the most important people on the ship. Have you ever heard of Command Master Chief Tony Roberts? Have you ever heard of him? Wherever you are, where's Tony?
Found it. Holy fuck.
Thank you.
What about Master Chief? I don't want to. Dude,
He's a popular guy. And as many of you know, this month we're celebrating a truly momentous anniversary. 250 years of courage and pride.
Join
honor,
this
and
with
victory by the United States Navy.
join.ice.gov.
250
It's like,
years. Can you imagine?
like, you imagine how much good, like, you could use this excitement, destroy the flood, and you have it to, like, join FEMA or something. You know, like, help out people. I think another thing for the next Dem to do is to use this kind of, like, pop culture stuff to their advantage. Like, if this said join.fema.gov, that'd be way different. It'd be like, all right, the federal government has an active interest in helping out. But instead, it's comparing immigrants to an invasive alien species that has no thoughts or like unfeeling, unthinking thing. Ugh, it's disgusting.
And 3 weeks ago,
Disgusting.
Melania and I flew to Naval Station Norfolk. I think many of you probably know that, and witnessed an unforgettable display of pure American dominance at sea. It was incredible to watch. They gave us some. Then I said, slow it down, costs a lot of money. Let's save it. You know, let's relax a little bit. They gave us some great display, from the thunderous roar of the guided missile destroyers, never saw anything like it, to the spectacular sight of nuclear submarines all over the place, to the unstoppable force of another great American
Yep,
aircraft.
he's coming to you.
One thing was clear, that no enemy will ever even dream of threatening America's Navy. There's no Navy even close, not even close. You hear about some of them doing ships, but nobody can.
I mean, China has, by vessel count, more ships than us. We still have higher tonnage because we're the fucking best. But it is worth noting that China is developing their navy. Now, is it any good? Who knows? Because they don't go anywhere. They don't do anything with it.
Can do what we do. Nobody has what we have, and we also have the best equipment that rides along in those ships. You see that nobody makes equipment like we do. Nobody makes the ammunition, the weapons, the missiles, the planes, none of it. And if they do, the American sailor stands ready to crush them and sink them and wreck them and blast them into oblivion. Right?
Okay. Fucking guys.
That's a terrible statement for me to make. That's the end of it, because everybody said that I should immediately get the Nobel Peace Award. With that statement, that takes me out of the running.
My God. Okay, whatever.
That's the way it is. The United States is blessed with the strongest and most powerful military in the history of the world. There's no military like our military, not even close. Nobody has any weapons, and it'll be stronger and more powerful than ever before very soon. You know, we just approved the biggest budget in the history, over $1 trillion. Over $1 trillion. We have the best ships, the best airplanes, the best submarines, the best technology. But above all, we have America's military. It's the best people. It's all about the people.
Mel Gibson movie, nice.
Fancy stuff that we make better than anybody else. The fact is, we do make the best weapons, but if you don't have the right people to operate those weapons, they don't mean much. Despite that, as Commander...
It's like, you know, they weren't fighting against immigrants, right? They were fighting against a tyrannical government. You are aware of that, right?
Chief, I
don't think the Master Liberty can correct me here, but I don't think the founders were like, we gotta break away from tyrannical? What? We gotta break away from UK because of immigrants.
Never admitted that before. But see, I'm allowed to. You know, we won at the Supreme Court a thing based on merit. You know about that, right? Merit. Everything now in our country.
What? It's still a tyrant. King George.
Is based on merit, and that's why I look at you and I see nothing but merit. It's great to have a country back where we can go by merit. Now we.
President Trump and Secretary Noem are deporting terrorists. Carlos Alberto Valbuena, whatever, a criminal alien from Venezuela whose criminal history includes charges for burglary. Whoa! Whoa! I'll take ISIS over this guy. Holy! Whoa! This is the best you got? Fuck off.
Don't go by anything else except for talent and work and hard work. And it's such a big win. That was one of the most important wins. And the will patriotism and spirit in your hearts is our single greatest weapon. The strength that you have is unbelievable. That's why, as we make a record investment in our military, we've never spent so much, and we've never spent it more wisely, because now we watch it. We spend it properly.
Watch
also
it.
Supporting an across-the-board pay raise for every sailor and service member in the United States Armed Forces.
Isn't service members' pay paused right now? Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
Now, if you don't want it, you want to give back to your country, just let us know. We won't give it to you. Is there anybody in that category? Huh? But now, all we really have to do is get the Democrats to approve it. But they'll come along. They always do, you know, they always do. And because I heard that the sailors on the George Washington took a hit to your family separation pay, you know what I'm talking about, right? You took a little hit to be here, right? By returning to the port, you returned early for this event. I am delighted to announce that as your sort of boss, I don't feel like your boss, but I guess
You forgot the... Okay, whatever.
I am. At least you'll be happy about this one. At my direction, we're going to make sure that you receive the full amount that you were owed for the deployment. And we're not going to deduct anything because you came in to listen to your commander.
There you go.
Like to be an admiral. I always wanted
Close.
to be an admiral, to be honest. Don't tell the other people that I love so much. You know, they sit around the table, they have all those beautiful stars and stripes. But I'll tell you what I love. I will always love the admirals. I love those uniforms. And I look at these guys. I don't think I would have done very well if I had to compete with these people.
Just verified by fucking who?
Well, they're too good.
I don't know.
But I always
Whatever.
felt that the Navy is a very special group of people. And I see it when I see you. I see it over the past 11 months. The spirit
Could
of our
be.
military has been soaring like never before. You know that. The spirit.
Okay. So, just for the exercise we're doing here, on the side, I trying to do like a thing for the coefficient of like voting attachment. So, essentially what I'm arguing here is that if there were a communist or if there were a social Democrat candidate, a communist would be 50-50 on voting for them. If they're a liberal candidate, a communist would be 20% on voting for them. A centrist Dem, 1%. Both sides are 0. True independent, maybe. Neocon, 0. MAGA, 5%. Evangelist, 0. Alt-right, 0.05 or 0.5. You get the picture? All right. Let me know if there's any crossovers here that you feel you have a strong conviction on what that coefficient may be.
of our country has been soaring. After years of
What about communal theocrats? What percentage of the American communist movement is communal theocrats? Like cultists?
recruiting shortages, and we had bad ones. It was embarrassing, frankly. During my
Yeah,
campaign,
what size do you think
before
that
the
is?
election, November 5th, after that it all
I mean,
changed.
I'll
After we
just
won,
put
it
a
all
0.01.
changed. Now we have waiting lists with record numbers trying to join the U.S. Navy and all of the armed forces. We have literal waiting lists, and I'm pleased to report that 2025 was the Navy's single best recruiting year in many generations. That's pretty good, isn't it?
God. I hate this motherfucker, but
you know,
man,
think
that
of it,
plane
it
looks
seems
sexy.
like I've been up here so long, and it seems like I've been doing this for a long time and a half. We had a great first term, but
The F-35 and the F-22 are just such good-looking planes. I'm a absolute whore for angular stuff. Tastefully, not the fucking Cybertruck bullshit. Oof. American imperialism, this, yada yada. Man, have you seen an F-22? They're cool as fuck.
nothing like what's happening now.
How do you
We
do
had the
your foreign
greatest
policy?
economy in the history of our country.
Well,
I rebuilt the
let me tell
military
you.
in the first term, and then they gave a lot of it away to Afghanistan. But it was really just a tiny speck. But it was the concept of what it was. but we rebuilt.
All right, social
military,
democrats and
and we-
liberals. So how likely is a social democrat to vote for a liberal? I put 80%.
We did so many things in the
Let me know
first
if you
year,
agree.
We're blowing it away.
A social
Right now,
democrat voting
think of
for a
it just
centrist
1 year
dem,
ago.
I put 70%.
I was in the middle of a campaign. Can you
For a
believe that?
both
It
sides-er?
doesn't feel that way. I said, you know, you're
You need
right.
more
It's
like
not
90%?
November 5th yet. We have another week or so to go. I was campaigning 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Look at all the things that we've done since this. This
Yeah,
unbelievable
they're not the
day, November 5th.
communists.
That's when it all changed. When we
Yeah, for
won
communists, I have
on November 5th,
20%.
It all changed, and we went from a country that wasn't
For
respected, and a lot of
a
people
social
that
democrat for a
understood.
both
That
sides
includes
are, I
joining
feel
the
like that'd be
police, the
pretty
fire
low
department. They
crossover.
didn't want to join after
A true
that.
independent's tough to
Started joining.
say.
It seems like
I'll put that at
10 years ago,
0.5
not
because it could be
less than
independent
a
and
year.
also
Think of
have
it.
left-wing
Less than a year
stuff.
ago, I was campaigning. You know, we won the second election by a lot, so we had to just
Social
prove our
democrats for a
winning the third
neocon,
time.
that's got to be like
Too big to rig, I called it. It was too big to
0.
rig. Then it
I think
was
that
an
might just be a
amazing-
flat
it was
0.
an amazing victory, and thank goodness we won.
I don't know. Could you see a? No, I could never imagine someone who's like AOC, Bernie, unless they're like a Bernie frat bro voting. I'll put 0.01 for the neocon. Hello?
A Bernie bro would probably never vote for his neocon, but there's definitely like AOC voters who like Trump.
Right, but Trump's not neocon. He's populist.
Sure. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so social democrat MAGA or like populism, we'll put 0.01 or 5 or something. Like, it's very rare, but it could happen. I mean, there is the AOC Trump crossover. I'll just like attach it. Can I attach like a comment or a note? I can. Extract it. Select file to merge to. No. These are all rough numbers. I'm gonna try and come up with like a formula, Krabby Patty secret formula for an actual way to determine that. The problem is, I would like polling data to be broken up into these categories, have a representative batch of 30 candidates from each thing, like to do the stats correctly. But that doesn't exist. So it's kind of got to be vibes, but we could do a little bit of polling stuff. But the rough idea, neocon, yeah, that's fair. So can I just do like, what format? Can I do how do you do like a superscript in whatever it's called, Markdown? So let me look that up, superscript. Sup. Okay, I can do it with HTML. If I can remember. Does that work? It does. Okay. I can have my footnotes here. Yeah, there's a Instagram Q&A that AOC did, so I'll add a link to that. Okay, what about our social democrats and evangelists? What do we think about that?
Probably not a lot.
Probably not a lot. I would agree. I would feel pretty confident. Social democrats and the alt-right? I mean, there's always Graham Plattner, right? I'm kidding. I'm joking. Kind of. Why didn't he get that removed? That is kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's a Nazi. But
I don't think he's a Nazi either. But I feel like at some point you're like, oh shit, yeah, I should probably get that removed. Oh, what office am I running for? Oh, the Senate? But whatever. I don't think he's a Nazi. If he's the candidate, I will support him. But
what is communal theocrats? Is that like
cultists essentially?
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But
I was thinking like
I wouldn't put that in social democrats. I'm gonna feel pretty confident putting a fat 0 there, unless there's anything I can. All right, what about a social democrat voting for a communist? I feel like a social democrat would probably cross over a communist.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a longest? Bro, I think you're. Okay, I think you're a couple layers too deep in the political like ideologist thing.
The kingfish. Oh yeah, this guy.
Okay,
Wasn't he
I'm
killed?
still
He was
lost.
something like that.
I'm gonna put a point. I mean, given that communists won't even vote for communists, I put like a 70% on that. I think it's a bigger step than people think to go from like AOC, Bernie, or even Zoran to like an actual communist. But I'll put 0.6, 0.7.
Just do like 10%, or sure, I don't know.
10%? That's way too low. I got to imagine there's at least 50% crossover.
Like 5% of Democrats approve of Trump right now. So like, I mean,
well, what I'm saying is this is social democrats that would vote for a communist.
yeah, I think there's a lot of weird people. Is what I'm saying.
Right. So, what percent of social democrats would vote for or support a communist
I think 10%.
in office?
I think 10%.
Even though they're like one faction removed, I guess it is a massive chasm.
Yeah, I even think some lib people would support communists.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it should be like a social democrat would be like 50% or 60% likely to vote in favor of the communist if they were to be the candidate.
Oh, I thought you meant 0.05. I thought you meant 5%. Oh, okay.
No, I meant like as a coefficient, as in from 0 to 1. But
Yeah.
it's probably easier to speak in percents.
Yeah, I know. So you meant 0.5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. There's no room for ideological distance here. All right. Liberals.
I thought you meant 0.05, and I was like,
no, there's
it's higher.
way more than that.
Yeah.
But there is a pretty sizable chasm between, like, even Zoran and like true social or communism. I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. What about?
But someone that would self ID as a that's probably I think it's right. I think it's right at 0.5.
So we're supposed to overcome. Would a liberal vote for a communist? I'm gonna put that at 0.1, if that.
Yeah, I think like 5% would. Something like that. I don't know about 10%.
Yeah, no, it's got to be lower than that. Because I know I would never. I like this capitalist system. All right, lib for a social democrat. I feel like that'd be like 90%.
Yeah, very high.
lib. I said just one, like 100%,
Sure.
pretty much. Lib for centrist, I'm also going to put that at 90%. Maybe even, like, not centrist, like centrist Dem. Like, you're, like, in the general, once the dust is settled, liberals are going to vote for the centrist Dems, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're Chuck Schumer. Like, if Chuck Schumer were to run for president, I feel like liberals would still be very large.
Yeah. What did you want? Like, what was the number that you
I
wanted?
said 90%.
Yeah. Okay. That's what was in my head as well. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I need a better term for both sidesers. Because it's the idea that both sides are equal in measure, and we should do the middle thing. The middlings. Well, they're not true centrists. There's no such thing. They're true relativistic centrists, but they're not truly in the political center. TRCs, true relativistic centrists. True relative centrists. / both sides. I just like having BS as the abbreviation for these fucks.
Really good. Yeah.
I feel like liberals... support for both sidesers would be pretty low. I'm going to go with 30%. Because I feel like that myth of, well, both sides are the same, largely isn't followed too much by libs. I know I don't buy it. I know a lot of the people that, like, you know, the liberal commentators don't buy it for a second. I don't really see a lot of that rhetoric coming from, like, solidly Democrat Dems saying, well...
Yeah, no, for sure. Even,
So,
like...
I'll give us a
Yeah,
0.3. Or a 30%. Libs for a true independent, I'm going to put it at 50-50. It just kind of depends what that independent has to say. Like, that's the problem with independents. It's like, are you willing to vote for... Essentially, the question is, are you willing to vote for a person that has some set of political ideologies but doesn't necessarily attach themselves to your system, I guess? Or party? I'd say it depends on the independent.
Yeah, but I think it's very... Yeah.
So,
Like, I could feel like a person, like, tough on crime, but, like, pro-abortion, pro-women's rights, pro... like other stuff, I think you would have like
I feel like
every
that's where
woman and like black woman would, everyone would vote for.
Yeah, I feel like that's where the Democrats are headed, or they ought to be. Because,
Yeah.
man, we can't keep pretending that crime doesn't exist. It's it's on its way down.
There's no actual like real Democrat is like crime is good and
That's true. Well, no, okay. What I'm saying is like being less proactive and showing how proactive we are on crime, I guess.
I think it's a LARP. I think it's a LARP when Republicans do it.
Of course it's a fucking LARP, but like we need to okay, it's a LARP battle. It's a LARP battle. That's where we're at. What have Republicans done for the Rust Belt? Fucking nothing.
Yeah.
You know who created more manufacturing jobs? Joseph Robinette fucking Biden. But who does everyone in those states support? Donald Jesus Trump. Like Dems need a LARP, man. We need to be like Dems need to work on their messaging. No, we just we got a parade.
When you LARP, you look like a Republican. You look like a...
Who won
I don't know.
The presidency, the House, the Senate? Like it's disgusting. But at some point we do have to do it. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, that's just tough.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Remember the don't say woke right because woke doesn't fit that term guy.
Which guy? There's many of
Well, it
those.
was the Q at Quetz or something other.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he was in here yesterday talking about, yeah, but you're always going to lose because people don't care about policy. The second you start talking about policy, you lose everybody. Sorry, that's just the way it is. I'm like, I think I got kind of stunned long, so I was like, what the fuck do we even do then? Like,
Yeah, I don't like that. I really don't. Maybe it's the right approach, but I don't like that. I don't know. There has to be a policy that lowers crime, which we are kind. I
it's
don't know how
more
to explain
police.
it.
It's more
Yeah,
police
maybe.
with better community engagement.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Like,
I feel like crime is like right. You see the stats. Like crime is going down. What it is, it's like not even crime. It's just like,
it's people on drugs.
yeah, it's people on
Out in
drugs, like,
public. That's what it is.
y-
That's what people view as
yeah,
crime.
maybe it's that. It's like the out in public of drug stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause there's no like there's probably like back in the old days, there's probably like a part of New York where all like the druggies would go and shit. But now they're just like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I'll just go in the everywhere. I'll just go on the sidewalk, normal style.
Yeah. I think there needs to be better, like, God. I don't want to call it like a focus on like it sounds so crass when you talk about it in relation to people. But like obviously this would be paired with, and I agree, like compelled mental health service, but like a real
Yeah.
strive for clean streets, like feeling, not just like technically being safe, but really feeling safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
That's-
cities
yeah.
are largely safe. It just doesn't feel like it. I agree. And, like, yeah, I mean, every time I've been to New York, I've gotten accosted by some homeless dude. Like, that's not fun. I don't enjoy that. Using social welfare to make it... well, we don't really take away social welfare for crime.
Maybe I feel like that. Maybe like a warning system, like you get one. Dude, I feel. Dude,
Okay,
guys.
But what happens,
The-
like, when you kick someone off, like, let's say healthcare, for example.
Then they're just 100% gonna do.
Yeah, then they're
crimes, right?
100% fucked. Then
they
they
have
have
nothing
nothing. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I do not think that's a good idea.
I mean, the real issue is just like the criminals are like super, super dumb. These people are like crazy dumb. So they've already been failed by whatever system that you put up. So I don't know. I really don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, we can't have a situation where we have no answer for homeless people, and the only answer is, yeah, we just kind of have to accept tent cities and that they're on our streets. And the answer isn't, oh, just shove them further away from the center of the city.
Exactly.
That's the Republican answer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the Republican answer to everything. Just shift it somewhere else. I do think it is compelled treatment or housing. Like, yeah.
Also, did you see that Curtis Lewa leaked? Not even leaked. Like he did it in like one of his things.
What do you say?
Where it was like Jewish Orthodox. Do you know what I'm talking about, or no? That's all I'm gonna say.
No. Do you know what I can look up to find it?
Fuck. It's actually so based.
Curtis Lewa Jewish.
No. Curtis Sliwa.
Where's popcorn?
The answer is give them home and give them jobs. But giving people homes and jobs is bad because I was never given a home or a job.
No, but the thing is, you have to. No. True, but you have to force them to work or force them to take the home. Like they won't even. I don't even know if you. I mean, I think they would take it home, but
No, that's actually not true. Not
Yeah, some of them
necessarily.
wouldn't even do that.
There is a portion of the population, of the homeless population, that just doesn't want to be a part of like our society. That's fair. That's fine. I don't know what you do with that person. I can't imagine that's a too sizable part. But yeah, if you get people, not jail, but just, you know, homes, health checks, and some work program, like, yeah.
Yeah, do the China method where you like give them a home, but it's like a boarding home thing where they like all live together and they have like a ton of staff people making sure you don't do dumb shit.
Yeah.
So it's basically prison, but it's like good. I'm sorry. That's I feel like that's the answer. Okay, Jewish.
Okay, we
people
lock up
on
people for
welfare.
jaywalking. It's very authoritarian.
No, I know, but that's I feel like that's how you solve it. God damn it! I want to see. It was on Twitter, and Zionists were like, "This is how dare he?" But he was basically saying, "Wait a second.
Running around a gym.
Every single Orthodox guy in New York City is like
Hi.
could
You are
work,
so happy today.
but
Yes,
the
you
religion
are.
just
Oh, you're a
makes
good
them like
girl.
study the Torah and like have fun all
Someone's
day,
been having fun.
and they all get paid
We are
benefits.
in between shows at a school.
Maybe we
did a
should
few already,
like
and now we're
not do
waiting for
that.
the public to do
And
it
I'm
tonight.
like, wait, that's actually
So I have a
kind of
couple
true.
hours
Why the fuck are they
where
getting
popcorn
paid
is popping
benefits
around everywhere.
Yeah.
when they're like
Exemptions for
obviously-
religion need to be
Just playing.
rolled away.
She should come out the other side in
Yeah.
a second. There she goes. So
Dude, you have
rowdy.
freedom to jaywalk in New York. What if a cop
Cupid, go
arrests
get
you
her.
for
Here's
jaywalking
Cupid.
in New York?
Cupid
Just
doesn't
say
wanna play
I'm
today."
walking here, and then he'll give you a free Dunkin'
Okay.
coffee.
That's Boston.
No, that's New
I
York
was
as well.
hoping they would wrestle. Cupid, go get her so they
They're
can...
chill like
you don't
that,
want it on
trust.
video, okay. Well, popcorn's having fun. Ugh.
Saves popcorn?
Hey. Oh, I can't turn it off. Now she has my wet wipes. She's crazy. Hey, get out of here. Leave my stuff alone, please. Go. Okay, that's enough footage of popcorn.
What's not? Watch live. Sean Duffy sounds alarm about air travel. No shit. Huh.
John Duffy?
Sean Duffy.
How's that a real name? It's like a fake name.
I like. I feel like the morality of it comes down. Morning. Did you find another Canadian to mock y'all? Just for the headlines. Military not. You're like a month late to the military not getting paid thing. You missed the whole some anonymous donor coming in to pay the military, which is like that's really fucking scary.
This devilish beast on screen. Aw, so cute.
How many people are in our fucking military? I don't even know.
Too many. That's it.
Also,
I
we
said
get to mock Canada right now because the Dodgers are up 2-1 in the World Series. Wait, whose nuts got hit? You guys walked Otani for the entire game after he hit 2 runs on you. This greed. He doesn't need that big of a ball. You know, I was gonna say I'm amazed at how entertained this bird is, but I've just been staring at this for like over a minute and a half, so... Am I the bird? Exclusive. Meet Curtis Sliwa's 17 cats. Cheeky monkey moment. You wanted to see nuts? Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh. Dude, we have government shutdowns like every fucking year. This is nothing new. Oh, that is a nut tap and a half. God damn. I'm sorry, dude. Like, this is not even... A government shutdown is barely fucking news at this point. The 10 largest government shutdown... I think we're in the second largest right now, rapidly approaching... the first.
I remember the first Trump government shutdown. It was crazy.
I remember like a million government shutdowns. I remember like at one point thinking, is our government just like always shut down?
No, of course. Yeah, we shut down all the time, but the first Trump one was the longest one ever. And it was
Yeah.
like
I mean, the government's been
I just
shut
remember,
down longer under the Trump admin than any other presidential term combined. Yeah, it is a big deal. I agree. It's not nothing. But, like...
No, but it does literally happen like every year.
Yeah.
Usually just a couple days.
Alright. Context. This partial shutdown was the longest in U.S. history, stemming from a dispute over funding for the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. The largest non-Trump one. Yeah, Sudan is having a very, very bad... like... I'm not gonna throw the word actual in here, but... confirmed. Free Yankee Cope. Brother, I'm a Dodgers fan.
I think he might just be calling
I
us
know.
Yankees because we're from...
I
okay.
yes, I understood.
I'm sorry.
Fucking Europeans.
No, that's just me being a retard. That's so stupid. Yeah, sorry guys, you were talking about baseball. I don't know.
Nah. I don't know. Oh wait, our favorite guy is back. Here. You'll know when you see him. Let me stream this so you can get this live.
Hello YouTube, how's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's doing okay. This is the Wizard Marty again, and I'm very happy again. This time, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make a Halloween drink.
Okay, the VP...
Oh! Yo! He's here. He's back.
Yeah, the VP plan I don't think is what they do. I mean, Trump literally, like, he was outside talking about how he's gonna run. He's like, I'm not gonna do the VP thing. It's too cute. I could do it, but it's too cute. Like, look, if he's able to get in office for a third time, this country is cooked. But
It is.
like, it's actually over. I'm moving. Well, I don't even know.
Brain drain. Dustin moves, and then the entire U.S. IQ drops by 1 point.
We're full. Oh, you motherfucker. Full of
And that's what I'm going to call it. Now, it's simple, it's easy.
Okay, I actually don't feel like making fun of this guy. He seems sweet.
No, yeah. Wait, I thought I was in. Oh, okay. This is really good. W. Tucker Carlson video.
Tucker Carl.
Oh my god.
That we could watch that. I feel like it would be just.
It's the Glaze Fest nothing burger.
Yeah, okay, then I'm good. Could the U.S. have won independence without the 2009 Dodge Challenger? Why the fuck is there a... When Americans immigrate here, aren't sending their best live streamers, anarchists, and TikToks. Hey man, I'm a math tutor. Keeping... Okay. Let's finish this.
Because we were in big trouble. We were in big trouble. But the new recruits, every sailor aboard this ship has answered a sacred call of duty to cross any ocean, fight any battle,
and we can
America
return to the coefficient leaderboard thing.
Unwavering resolve, as you know, the George Washington.
All right, liberal neocon crossover. I'm gonna put that in.
That is permanently
It's also funny
overseas.
when like
it's permanent.
yeah, Canadians talk about importing the worst fucking people ever. Half of the right-wing pundits are fucking Canadian.
True. Oh my god, I forgot Steven Crowder was Canadian. Wait, who's the other one?
The guy who made Vice, is Tom McDonald Canadian? That's so funny. The Vice guy, Vice, founder.
You guys are sending your... Oh my god, this is big Canadian psyop. Along with our nurses, engineers, CEOs. You guys don't send them, they come here.
Yeah, they're sending the right wingers.
We used to brain drain.
The
U.S.
out of the asylums and they're in the U.S.
The U.S. used to have, like literally a year ago, some of the biggest brain drain, like used to brain drain the world. We would take people from China, Canada, everywhere was like, you know what, I'm going to an American university working at an American company. But then this fucko gets in, is like, I hate everybody. I hate them all. I hate my Democrats. I hate the Chinese. I hate the Mexicans. And yeah, the Korean plant deal. And then Trump was like, yeah, I'm not really sure why they did that. I don't think that was a good idea. It's like, okay, are you just letting Noam off the leash? Like... They're working at a battery plant. That's like high-skilled labor. Oh my god. Maybe that's... Actually... Yeah, I agree. We shouldn't be battling Canada. I thought the ad that the Premier of Ontario and Gavin Newsom did, where he's like, by the way, can you guys restock some of that California wine? And he's like, nope, talk to your friend in the White House. His accent's not that Canadian, but it was pretty funny. It was lib shit, but I was like...
Sewing out the lib shit.
I was sewing out, alright?
There's nothing better to do in life than live out.
Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, the tariff ad you guys dropped, that was fucking based. Canada's doing more for American democracy than America. That's not true. The shutdown's based too.
Now, if you'd like to take a trip back to America, let's do it one time. Well, I'll join you. I'd love to join you. You know, when I landed on this, it doesn't feel like a ship. It's solid. This is a solid piece of stuff. These 4.5 acres of power and steel are the front line of American freedom in the Pacific.
Amen, brother.
Every day you're taking risks.
That's what we're doing here.
Country
kind
safe
of.
and to defend peace and security in this incredible part of the world, working with Japan, working with other nations. I just left Malaysia. We stopped a big war with...
Dude, okay. No.
You know that. We stopped 8 wars. Can you imagine? In 8 months, I stopped 8 wars. Like, I stopped a war a month.
I hope he actually goes on stage and talks about ending the console wars.
That's pretty good. But I just left
Thank you,
Malaysia.
Trump.
Thank them because they helped us very much with
Yeah.
one of them, and actually for
This-
a second,
this stream
they
is
said they realized
authoritarian.
that today
You might have some policing power, but I am God.
there with the Prime Minister, and we had a good time. But you carry out your mission bravely. You carry it out.
Yeah, that
brilliantly,
doesn't really
and on
make much
behalf of
sense,
all
does it?
Americans, I just want to say, and I came over to say it loud and clear. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I didn't realize Anthony Fantano. Oh wait, no, Fantano doesn't have a mustache. Fuck.
Incredible people.
Who's a bald
You
guy
are
with a mustache?
incredible
Quick.
people.
He used to
No,
have
he
a
did?
fucked up mustache. Yeah.
They actually have the best location because if they're really good looking, they end up in.
Well, okay. Threats of violence. That's gonna get your message deleted. Being too dumb for too long is gonna get you banned. There's a difference.
Hollywood. You're not going to. You have a great look, but you're not going to end in Hollywood. They can just see the back of your head. All the media. Look at all the fake news. Back there.
Too many threats of violence will get you banned. But one
2 years ago,
poor
Naval
bad
Air
joke isn't
Crewman
gonna get
Third
you
Class
banned.
James McCall was just a few months into his first fleet tour with the Golden Falcons helicopter squad.
Wonder if Nick Fuentes' video on this is like, oh my god, look at the women in the background. I bet they can't pick up something. I don't fucking know. I don't know what Nick Fuentes even fucking talks about. All I see of him now is just him yelling at his super chatters.
When he and his crew were called on a search and rescue mission to find 3 missing Navy divers. Incredible, brave guys, the divers. But they were stranded at sea and right off the Japanese coast. They were exhausted and assuming they were going to die. They assumed they were going to die. But with unbelievable focus and skill, crewman McCall was able to find and help rescue all 3 divers in the water below, saving his fellow sailors. And James is with us today as
The liberal
shipmate on
neocon
this carrier,
crossover.
crewman McCall. Thank you very much for your incredible bravery, and we.
Okay, could you foresee a liberal voting for like a Chris Christie?
I mean, yeah, something like 5% or something.
5%, I'd probably agree.
Salute you. Where is
MAGA,
Where are you,
0.
Whoa.
Evangelists,
Come up, Jim.
probably
Get up.
0, because like liberalism is secular by definition almost.
Come up here.
And liberal alt-right,
Look at this guy. He's a good-looking guy. Get out of here, James. I don't want you up here. Don't come here, James.
yeah, no.
1% or 1%. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, Chris Christie's like anti-Trump. I mean, Trump MAGA is like right-wing populism, kind of. Chris Christie was going in the popular opposition. His operation in the Republican Party was hilarious. It was just, I'm not going to win, but I'm going to go here, say a bunch of shit, and that's it. Communist.
Appreciate all my fellow shipmates.
Centrist Dem voting for a communist.
It was heartbreaking for losing those loved ones down there, but we brought some back whenever we went down there. And just God bless America and all my fellow shipmates. Appreciate it. And stay a bad Larry.
Okay. I don't know.
I was wondering.
It's probably a
maybe he
right-wing
almost said
dog
that. He
whistle.
could have been
though.
up there. He did
You
that
know,
for-
I
he's gonna
can't
be
say
running
that
for
today.
office next week. You watch. Great job, James. A lot of bravery too. But as James' story reminds us, the Navy is a family and a team, and each of you has a vital
Is this the rally where he's ranting about magnet? I think that was, or maybe, who fucking knows, honestly.
role to play.
I thought that was about the COVID
This
vax.
afternoon are
but-
some of those whose toil and sweat gets our magnificent
Toilet sweat? Oh, God.
safely back home. And we have the shooters and the gear dogs and the paddles and the white shirts and of course the blue shirts, the yellow shirts, the red shirts on
Any other colored shirts?
the flight deck
Nah.
and all over the hangar bay.
I thought he'd
You
do
all
it.
are incredible people. I saw some of you. We're rushing to get down here, and they want to take pictures up there. You know, they're very
Yeah,
aggressive
that's what
people.
I was
Sir, can I have a
thinking
picture?
he might say,
Supposed to be
but
standing at attention. Sir, can I have a picture, sir? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right? Very aggressive. But I think they're great. We also have a real genius these people are incredible, who maintain the largest and most complex machine ever built, are amazing mechanics and engineers.
Trump's life support system. Adam! Maybe not. Oh,
I asked you, Captain, you know, I'm building...
All right. How many
aircraft,
Chuck Schumers of the world would vote for a
I
communist?
know a lot about these ships. I know a lot about these things.
Very
building.
little.
I want
Yeah,
to
I'd
know
say that's 0
catapults,
points.
which is better, the electric or the steam?
I'd never vote for a
Okay, ready?
communist
You guys,
over
that's
my
what you
dead
do, right?
body.
Yeah, I'd
This
probably
is so
vote for
much
it
better.
too.
You know, they go out, hire a consultant,
Centrist them voting for a
millions of dollars.
social
Was never on an
democrat.
aircraft
Honestly,
carrier before.
I'd put that
So
at
they switched to electric. I
60 to
just agree with the
70%.
It's all right. Let me ask you. We're gonna.
Like, I
That
feel
may be
like
a little low.
60%'s fine. It's like the crossover between like a Chuck Schumer voter and an AOC voter.
Yeah, but they're self-IDing as centrist Dem.
Yeah, 6-7%.
Yes. I know.
What's this whole chicken stars? I'll put 50%. Fine. Centrist Dem for both sides are. I would imagine that's pretty high crossover. I'm going to put 0.8. Oh wait, fuck. We forgot to talk about centrist Dem for a liberal. That's got to be like 90%. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's not a lot of distance there.
Go steam first and then electric. Catapults. Which is better?
Huh?
Hold
on. Did I hear catapults?
About hire a
Yeah,
consultant for
yeah.
millions of dollars that was never on an aircraft carrier before. So they switched to electric. I disagree with it, but it's all right. Let me ask you. We're going to go steam first and then electric. Catapults. Which is better? Electric or steam?
What?
I'm going to put it in order. Seriously.
Did anyone catch what this rant's about? Plane catapults? Why would you want that to be steam?
I don't know, man.
Isn't it supposed to be like very fast acceleration?
They're spending billions of dollars to build stupid electric. And the problem, when it breaks, you have to send up to MIT, get the most brilliant people in the world, fly them out. It's ridiculous. The steam.
Yeah, I remember
they say they
Ayla
can
Mao.
fix it with a hammer and a blowtorch.
Where's the...
And it works just as well, if not better. And I love the sight of that beautiful steam pouring off that deck with the electric. You don't have that. So, you know, we did the Ford and electric.
Oh, sorry.
Cost overruns, everything else. But, you know, I hope it's going to
Wait,
be okay.
what's the?
But I like steam. We're gonna
Isn't
go back to
steam also? Couldn't that be electric? Or
You can use steam... Well, I mean, nuclear power is just steam power.
yeah, what the fuck does he mean by steam versus electric?
I don't know. What's the Howard the Alien? That's what I'm looking for.
They change just for the sake of changing. I said to the architect, "Have you ever designed a ship before?" You know,
Roblox ID.
the biggest ship
Fuck.
in the world, right? The Ford. But we're going to go back. Okay, now let me ask you the second question: hydraulic for your elevators or magnets?
Just gonna let that
You know,
ride in the
things
background.
magnets.
Oh, he is
So I'm
great.
adding-
Instead of using hydraulic, that you can be hit by lightning and it's fine. You take a little glass of water and you drop it on magnets. I don't know what's going to happen. So you know the elevators come up in the new.
Okay, this is real life.
Yeah, obviously it's real life.
There's no validity to copyright. Is this copyrighted? Like it's the
I mean,
beginning of a copyrighted thing.
I have no idea if it's copyrighted or not.
But like this is bass boosted Howard the Alien. I don't know.
Barriers. I think I'm going to change it.
Tough to say.
They have magnets. Not every tractor has hydraulic. Every every excavating.
Any magnet fans in the chat know it. There's no validity, right? Like, I know you could disable magnets by bashing them together, but dropping them in water? What would that even do? Nothing, right?
Machine of any kind has hydraulic.
Basement horse meme? I
Somebody
have
decided to
no
use
clue.
magnets for your elevator. Maybe they're good. Which is better, hydraulic?
Wait, that he's literally doing the. Sorry, we're just like, it's not serious, obviously. Whoops. It's this. This is what he's doing with our fucking military.
Definitely Abba J, dude. This is definitely Abba J.
Yeah, like, sometimes in my off time I'll use it to, like, refine some talking points. But I feel like I'd get clowned on for AI debating on stream. Okay, anyways.
What the hell is wrong with
This commercial... Oh.
Can I ask you, the top-ranking gentleman right here?
What?
Seriously, I'm putting out an order.
There shouldn't be an ad running right
We
now.
build aircraft carriers. It's steam for the catapults, and it's hydraulic for the elevators. We'll never have a problem, okay? Do you agree?
I mean, hey, that's the most conservative thing he's ever said. Anti-change.
Agrees, everybody agrees, but these people in Washington.
What about the Army Corps of Engineers? How do they feel about it?
All right, we're going to do that. I'm serious about it. It bothered me so much. I'd see the costs come in. They spend 900. This is not on my watch, so you know. If it was on my watch, I would be very quiet about it. I wouldn't be talking about it. They spent $993 million on the catapults, trying to get them to work.
I mean, my Discord's open. People can come in and debate whatever the fuck they want.
It has for 50 years, right? So we're going to go back. Seriously, fellas, I want to make that change. I'm going to do an executive order. I'm not going to let them continue to do this. They're trying to make it work. They're trying so
Yeah, that's
hard.
what I'm worried about.
They have something that's perfect. So
There'd be
go back on that and the magnets. Thank you very much. And of course, we cannot forget the daredevils and the pilots of the famed Carrier Air Wing 5, known as Team Badmen. What the hell is that all about? Who are they? They're bad. The elite air units aboard this vessel are storied squadrons like the Royal Maces.
We can facilitate that debate.
The Argonauts.
What would you two even debate about?
The Chippies, the Titans, the Tiger Tails, the Shadowhawks, and the Saberhawks, all great, great people.
French AI. I don't know. There's an AI revolt in
They
chat.
say, and I love it. I love aviation. I actually had a brother who was a pilot, and see, Biden used to say he was a pilot. He was a pilot. He was a truck driver. Whoever walked in, he wasn't a pilot.
Let's chat and miss.
Either, to be honest with you. That I can tell you.
Please don't tell me
That
this is
we
like
all
porn
know.
or something.
But they say the hardest thing to do is landing a plane on an aircraft carrier. You ever hear that? And great pilots can do everything. They're great pilots, but they can't do that. It's a very special talent. So the people that do that are in this room. You're a very
Let's
small
chat.
group of people. Tremendously talented pilots cannot do it for a lot of reasons. There are a lot of reasons. A lot of it's right up here. So I have great respect. The hardest thing you can do as a pilot is land. You know that this ship is so big.
Real.
But when you're up there in the Pacific or the Atlantic and the waves are crashing and it's getting dark, or it is dark, which is even worse. Getting dark is better. But when you're up there, they say it looks like a little...
Sorry, it's Lit Chat. This AI is you guys.
Needle in the ocean. It's a very little thing, and you're landing on top. So I have great respect when I see them land. 3 weeks ago they were landing, and doing it beautifully. They had they're very, very talented people, and nobody embodies skill and nerve and
Get
swagger
ranked
and
points for winning bot
the attitude
games.
like a U.S. naval aviator.
True.
So I have great respect for you all. Thank you very much. It's one of the reasons I'm here.
Okay.
That's why
This
I'm
is-
here, not someone else. I didn't.
Let's go back to the
I
the coefficient
didn't do
work.
the whole damn job.
Because I don't know what I want to do, but I do want to develop like a full political theory. I feel like from there I can branch out more.
I could have had a nice,
So,
I had such a beautiful
centrist Democrats on true independence.
But you know what?
I'd
We're
probably
making
say there's
America greater than
60%
ever before,
crossover
and
there.
That's why I'm doing it. And
Show your work, you get a
we are
big
doing
fat
numbers that
F.
Nobody's ever seen. Nobody ever even thought possibly for. Think of it. A year ago, we were a dead country. We were like a dead country, and now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. There's nobody even close. It's pretty amazing, I'll tell you. None of it would be possible. All of these things that we're doing, all of the respect that we have, it's really because of people like yourself. In the armed forces, generally, it's amazing the
There
job
we
that
go.
you all do. None of it would have been possible. And all of those important missions in the Navy, the devoted members of the Food Service Division serving up to 14,000 meals every single day. How's the food? Good? They say it's good. Is it good? I hope it's good. Probably my kind of food. I like that kind of food. But they don't get the credit they deserve. I want to just thank them very much and congratulate them.
Centrist Dem neocon,
Let's
20-30%.
also hear it for all the sailors holding the American flag high at Seafay, as well as the crews from the ferocious Desron 15.
Yeah, boost my engagement.
Desron 15. But together, the
25.
sailors here today give
MAGA,
their
centrist
very
Dem,
best to our nation. And as
0.1.
your commander-in-chief, I'm fighting every
We go with
But
the
both sides are. But both sides are though.
centrist Dem. If you're saying,
A BSer? Wait, would you put it for a B? Yeah, that's good.
yeah. And then for a true independent, 0.6. Because I feel like people that tend centrist have part of that bias of the, oh, if it's in the center, it must be good. And independent, or it's like, well, it's something nonpartisan. It kind of leans that way. MAGA, the 0.1 would be, yeah, the Democratic Party has gone too far left for me, but it's just people getting brain rotted on fucking whatever. Evangelists, 0.5, not 0.5, 0.05, Jesus.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
alt-right,
Probably 0. I don't know.
yeah, I think that's probably 0.
single day.
All right, both sidesers for a communist.
Honestly, there's some of them are probably in there.
Up to a standard
I'll
that
put a
nobody's ever seen
0.01.
before. We're starting to make
Yeah,
ships
yeah.
also part of our deal with the trade.
Social Democrats for both sides are,
We used to be number one at making ships,
or
and
both
then we
sides
lost
are-
our way. But now
Both
we're
sides are like
starting to
anyone
make
that
ships
is like
again, and we'll do it very soon. It's not
can
gonna
call
take that
out like
long, but it's a
normal
process. It's
like
not like
centrists
making a bullet.
basically.
It's not like it's a big, long process. We've got it going, though, I think, in the right direction.
know.
I think within a short period of time, the Philadelphia yard.
you should just use the goated browser, Google Chrome. Just never open Task Manager.
As an example, is now
BS
owned by
search for a
group that's gonna
social
be making
dem.
a lot of
Honestly, I
ships.
put that
A
at
good
20.
group of people.
I feel like, wow, that's an
We're working
innovative
also with
idea.
Japan on making
Yeah, like if
ships.
both sides
We're
are
making
as
a lot
like
of ships
Rogan of
again.
both sides
Used to
are
make-
probably.
Think of it, we were number one.
Was.
And then over the years, they just
Okay,
lost
maybe.
their way.
Yeah.
They started making other things.
Yeah,
Started
yeah, yeah.
making ships.
Because both sides would include just like the average normie that's like, I think intuitively, I think that the middle is probably best. Both sides are of equal value, so if we put them onto scales, the truth is in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna be making
Both
ships
sidesers for a
again.
lib. I'd
More
honestly
than-
say that's
think of this,
10%.
$17 trillion.
It
Yeah.
never ends up going to the left
pouring
unless
into
they're
the United
far enough
States of
left.
America from all over the world. And
Both sidesers for a
this is the
centrist
biggest
dem.
number in the history of any country, and by the time, and this is in
Maybe. I don't know.
40,
now,
30.
Really?
this is in 8 months.
really depends on
$17
the
trillion as an
centrist
example. The
stuff,
last
you know.
administration
I'll put
did less than
30%.
$1 trillion in 4 years. We did more than 17 trillion in 8 months.
You're
And I
good.
think by the time we
Both
finish
sides
up
are
our
for a
first year,
true
we'll be over
independent.
20 or 21
I'd
trillion
pay
dollars of
0.8.
money coming into our country. And
Because, like, think about Andrew Yang and how much they fucking love that guy.
I want to thank Japan because
Both sides
Japan
are
is
for a
making big
neocon,
investments into the United States, and they're very happy
0.7%.
because the stock market's gone up.
Both
very
sides are for
nicely.
MAGA,
We make Japan a lot
0.4.
of money. That's okay. But they're a big investor
Evangelists,
in our country, and we
probably
like
0.
that.
Point.
But think of those numbers. We weren't
I
doing
don't know,
it
what would
anywhere
have
near.
both sides
We
are
were
think of Mike
laughed
Pence?
at, and now they're all saying they've
Not
never seen
good.
anything like what's happened in such a short period of time. And I was just told
Yeah,
by the Prime Minister that
0.05.
Toyota
Both
is going
sides are
to
for
be
alt-right.
putting auto plants all over the United States to
Probably
the tune
nothing.
of over $10 billion. So that's Toyota. So go out and buy a Toyota.
Yeah, they don't like communists or like Nazi guys, but everything else in between, they're like, wait, that's kind of true.
Well, yes, I would agree with you, but they lean towards the right.
Sure, yeah.
I think there's a section of the both siders which are just like Republican binary. I'm sure you've met these people where they're like, they either won't vote or they'll vote red. They'll never vote blue. They'll find any reason not to vote blue, even if they know that they're not going to vote red. They'll find some excuse to not vote blue, and they'll use the both sides bullshit. All right.
And that's a lot to do with, because right now we have all the AI plants, we have so
Yeah.
many things happening in the United States, and it's because of November 5th election day, but it's also because of tariffs. The tariffs have been so good. We're taking in trillions and trillions
300 and something billion, which is not nothing, but it's not enough to offset the cost the tariffs have added.
of dollars. I heard them before I came up. I heard you're all on television now. They're talking to all the networks. Everybody's covering it. Look at these characters back. Look at all of them. And and they were talking about the tariffs. The tariffs nobody understood tariffs like I understood tariffs, and the tariffs are having people go into our country and spend tremendous numbers like we've never seen.
Oh, yeah. No, when I go into fucking, Walmart, I'm spending numbers like I've never fucking seen before. Am I right, my grocery buying citizens? Yeah, whatever.
And that brings jobs with it. It brings jobs. It brings importance. It brings everything. It brings a strong military.
You first.
It brings a lot of things to other countries. I mean, if you look at some of the deals that we did, if India is going to go to war with Pakistan, and as you go to war, we're not going to do any trade. We're going to put big tariffs on both countries, and they said, guess we're not going to go.
Unless I'm missing something, isn't there something weird about him going in front of our military and saying, go buy a Japanese car? Like, what if you're Mr. Ford Auto Worker? Are you just like, well, fuck me, I guess? I don't know.
Go to war. 2 nuclear powers, we stopped it, but we stopped a lot.
I feel like if we were to make a clip
wars,
comp for the
tariffs,
midterms,
without
which
tariffs,
I
we
think
wouldn't
might be
have national
something
security
to
like we
do,
have it. We've never had
you
national
just
security
post
like we have
everywhere
right
about how
now.
Trump has
And
abandoned
literally
the
a year
American
ago, you
worker.
had very little national security. You had people
That should
didn't have a
definitely
clue.
go in there.
Americans
I know it's the most
roaring
liberal,
back like never
lib
before, and with your help, America
shit
is
thing to do,
respected
but
once more,
clip comps
and
work.
It is respected at levels that we haven't seen before. On my first day back in the White House, I deployed the men and women of the United States military to stop the invasion on our southern border, right? It was an invasion, losing hundreds of thousands of people to fentanyl and to drugs, and now we have the most secure border in American history. For 5 months, they said no people came into our country illegally. They came in through a legal process, but nobody came in through the southern border. Can you imagine? Even I can't, it's hard to believe that. And we do have it tight as a drum, but that's what we have.
So when you get a number you can't believe in that direction, you're not firing anybody, but when the jobs growth has a revision, it's, get this motherfucker out of here. Okay.
If you don't have borders,
not?
if you don't have a fair media, If you know, you need.
Why is he in front of our military talking about how evil the media is? Like, that's not.
Things. You need a good, fair media. They're getting better. They're not there yet. That I can tell you, but they're getting better. But you need borders. You got to have borders in a country, or you don't have a country. And now we have a border that the likes of which this country has never seen before, and people respect us for it. With the help of our war fighters, we're decimating the savage drug cartels that poison our people. 200,000 people, maybe more than that, died last year because of what came into our country. Through an open border policy where 25 million people poured into our country, totally unfair.
Wow.
Totally.
All these people, I guess that they started rolling down a hill towards the border at the start of Trump's president, or before the start of Trump's presidency, and they're just making it over because fucking 10 million more. Or I think he started at saying it was 10 million people. Now it's up to 25. Where did these extra 15 million come from?
We have 75 billion people.
If that's gonna be what it is by the end of the 4th year of this, 100 trillion people. Can you believe it? I've never even seen it. We actually have negative 50 billion people. Even I don't believe it. Jesus. Fucking Diet Coke, man.
Unchecked. They came from prisons. They came from mental institutions and insane asylums. They were drug dealers. They were bad people.
The Canadians sent us their
worst
institutions, and they sent us their worst. We need to put them back into prison. We need Steven Crowder back in prison.
Is that okay with you? Yes.
Deport Steven Crowder. I'm good with that. Can you guys repatriate Steven Crowder?
And we're also straightening out our cities. You know, Washington, D.C., our beautiful capital, was a killing mess. People getting killed all the time. It was very high crime. And we sent in our National Guard. Again, great people. And
they stood there because they're not allowed to arrest people.
Okay. And now it's a very safe. Now it's considered a very safe. It took 12 days. We got 1,700 people, career credit.
It's like, you know, they were telling me it would take an hour to open up my computer and diagnose the issue. I got a giant hammer, a cartoon mallet, and I smashed it. I said, look, it's open. I see the problem. It's broken. I fixed it in 10 minutes. They said it would take 10 hours. Like, okay. It's just
criminals, many of which came in through Biden's open border.
We didn't have an open border.
Infiltrated.
That's a myth that centrists will not yield on.
Yeah,
I've debated that. Like, I can't tell people. He's like, well, why are all these people coming in? One, it's COVID, and there's gonna be a lot more asylum seekers. And two, if we had safer and more like accountable ways to vet people, we had the CHNV program. We had more asylum judges. We let border patrol, like CBP officers, do an initial asylum vetting. Like, the moves were being made. I don't like. What is this open border policy that they talk about? It's just
Capital. We had a very unsafe capital, but for years before that, it was very unsafe. Now it's as safe as there is anywhere in the country. You can have your daughter, your girlfriend, your wife, your boyfriend walk right in.
Thank you for having my boyfriend.
Nobody's going to touch him.
Walk.
The crime is
Great.
down to almost nothing. It's a whole different ball game. It took literally 12 days, but let's give us a month to do it really. Drum tight, and it's a beautiful thing. And
that came up in some conversation.
And you know, people don't care if we send
that
in our
Biden was
military,
gonna die
if we
in 2
send
years.
in our National Guard, if we send in Space Command, they don't care who the hell it is. They just want to be safe. And we have safe cities now. We're starting in Memphis. And Memphis was a disaster. It's been there. They've been there for 2 weeks, and it's a whole different story. Crime is less than half, and within a month it'll be gone. getting rid of all the bad ones. And we're going to go into Chicago. We're going to go into our cities. We're going to clean them out. We're going to straighten them out. And we're going to have safe.
Why do Republicans hate AOC so much? Like, what is the obsession? I really don't get it.
Cities, because we want to protect safe cities. We're going to have beautiful, safe cities, and it's happening very quickly and very easily, actually. It's easy for us. It's hard
Getting off Twitter.
for them.
Fuck that.
And we have to have a little more help. It doesn't matter, really. We can do as we want to do, but it would be nice to have more help from some of the Democrat governors that don't mind. In Chicago, 2 weeks ago, 4 people murdered, 11 people shot. This weekend, it was like terrible, much worse than that. And then we have a governor that stands up and says, oh, it's wonderful, it's not wonderful. And what we're doing is
Chicago week,
sir. And we're doing that with all of our cities that are troubled. We have cities that are troubled. We can't have cities that are troubled. And we're sending in our National Guard. And if we need more than the National Guard, we'll send more than the National Guard. Because we're going to have safe cities. We're not going to have people killed in our cities. And whether people like that or not, that's what we're doing. And you've been watching what our missiles do to boats and ships and submarines. How about the submarine? They said, no, that was just fishing. The radical left Democrats said, well, it was a submarine, but they were just fishing. Submarines don't go fishing, do they?
Well, Democrats have this crazy ability that Republicans don't. That is to go case by case on things. Yeah, it's a submarine. It's probably going to be a drug boat. Now, if I saw that it was a submersible, I still probably drugs. Whatever. But the Colombian president was like, hey, you guys, like, that. Yeah, that one was drugs, but you guys did blow up like a fisherman, just a heads up. And he's like, nope, fake president, what a fake guy.
You know more about submarines than I do. You have a beauty park outside, actually. This is a submarine, and you know what it was designed for? Transporting drugs, and it got hit.
Wow.
But each one of those vessels that we hit kill, on average, 25,000 people, American people, every
Damn, bro, there's going to be nobody left.
single year. They kill, each one of them killed 25,000 people. So we have to stop it, and we have stopped it, and I want to thank Pete for having the courage to do it. And believe me, people are very honored that you do it. 25,000 people for each boat. For many years, the drug cartels have waged war in America, and at long last, we're finally waging war in the cartels. We're waging war like they've never seen before.
It is.
And we're going to win that battle. We're winning it already.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we do be dying. Gee, yeah, ever since COVID, damn, we really, I mean, it makes sense, right? People be dying. It's not good. It's on its way down, though, so that's nice, I guess. Oh, wait. Who was president when it peaked and started producing? Wait a minute. No, it can't be. You're telling me under Trump it was shooting up? And then under Biden it... No. Impossibly. Impossibly.
The sea, I mean, the only problem is nobody wants to go into the sea anymore. Even the fishing boats, they say, let's take a pass. But they don't want that. But we're knocking them out one by one. And very importantly, we've almost stopped completely the drugs coming in by sea. And now we'll stop the drugs coming in by land. That's going to be very easy.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he did have a mustache, didn't he?
Ending wars. We're ending wars all over this planet. And as you know, and I said before, I ended 8 wars in 8 months, the most of any president in history. No president that we know has ever ended any war. A lot of them go into wars. But this includes Kosovo and...
He's just... Wait, can we listen to that one again?
Wars in 8 over this planet. And as you know, and I said before, I ended 8 wars in 8 months, the most of any president in history. No president that we know has ever ended any war. A A lot of them go into wars.
What? So I was not listening. Okay.
Famously, Harry Truman took no action to end World War II. Okay.
True.
Based.
Liberals are too mad to accept the facts.
The facts. What, World War II just kind of stopped? We were trying to get back into it.
Trump stopped.
Trump. Oh,
The
fuck.
Congo,
Okay, hold on. My lamp is way too
Pakistan and
dim.
India, Israel and Iraq.
Facts don't
So
care
how
about your
those
history.
nuclear bombs that went in there? They took down that nuclear capability. They would have had, Iran would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 months. Not anymore.
Ew, that's way too
Egypt,
bright.
Ethiopia,
That's
Armenia,
too dark.
Azerbaijan. That was
That's-
going on for 35 years. Big, horrible war.
I need like a
And just
light
this month,
orange.
we ended the war in Gaza, in the Middle East. We ended the war in the Middle East. Nobody thought it was
How's that?
possible.
That's
And we
fine.
also just signed a deal in Malaysia between a war that was just starting.
I need to let
Cambodia
chat
and
control my
Thailand.
lights
So
somehow.
we saved millions and millions of lives, and I did it
That'd be fun.
mostly verbally. We didn't have to get you involved. When we don't get you involved, that's a good thing. We don't want you to get involved. If I can avoid you getting involved, if I have an ability to do things,
We will not send you to go fight to enforce peace. We will only use you to police American citizens. Yes, sir, Mr. President. That's why I signed up.
things that maybe other people don't. or
That'd be
see
fun.
Things, but we stopped a lot of those wars based on trade and tariffs.
Is there... It's
penalties.
Govy.
You know, they're getting all ready to fight, and then we tell
I'm
them,
sure I could get
no more
this.
trading with the United States. We're putting tariffs on your nation, et cetera, et cetera. It's called national
Oh,
security.
I could
for us,
totally do
But
this.
it's really national security for the whole world, and everywhere we go.
Unverified
America's
download
actually
blocked.
making peace, and it's peace through strength. When they look at this, when they look at you people, they say, we're not going to mess around with them. So it's very important. After years of crippling inflation,
You really... No one wants to fucking invade us. They want to fuck with our allies, and they've been doing that with impunity.
back home we had the worst inflation in the history of our country. Energy costs are down. You know, energy costs are way down.
They're not.
Way down. They were so down that now everyone can afford a home. That's what I've been told. I don't believe the numbers, but I don't want to be cute. I want to be cute here. It's all good. Don't worry about it. That's what he's been saying. I don't want to be cute, or I'm being cute. Have you noticed
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
He said that this speech and the plain speech where he's like, I'm going to heaven.
Yeah, I'm going to heaven. Yeah, and the I wouldn't run as VP and then have him step down. I could. It's just that's too cute. I wouldn't do it like that. Yeah, energy costs have been pretty consistently on the rise. Just a heads up.
Gasoline prices are way down. Grocery prices are way
But-
down. We have a little problem with beef. We're going to get that down very quickly. but
Oh,
the
there's a
prices
Willie
are
Mac
way
video.
down. Mortgage rates are down despite having an incompetent head of the Fed. I call him too late. He's always too late.
You put him there, bro.
He's too late in lowering
Come on, little
interest
bro.
rates. I call him Jerome
Little gup.
Too Late Powell. But despite having a totally grossly incompetent guy, we have we blow through it because we're doing so well.
I'm going to
Inflation
blow
is
Powell. He's too late.
workers'
He
wages
comes
are
way
rising
too
at
slow.
the fastest pace in 60 years, and that includes your
Whatever.
wages. They're rising in the fastest pace. The workers, I'm not talking about the rich people. Rich people, everyone's doing well. Everyone in our country is now doing well. My first term, we built the greatest economy in the history of the world. We had an economy like nobody has seen before. Now we're doing it again, but this time actually it's going to be much
Let's check the Yeet Twitter account on the side
I
tab
told you
here.
$17 trillion, but it's going to be 21
Mizka
trillion
stuff, don't
And that's
care.
numbers that have never been heard of before. Much bigger than any other country in the world by literally 16 trillion dollars.
Okay, never
It's
mind.
amazing.
I realize
The
I
sailors
don't
and their
care at
ships
all about
sacrificed so
streamer
much for our
drama.
country and the president, and I will tell you, the president standing right up here loves you. I respect you and I love you.
He
And
loves
I'm
me.
giving everything I have
He
to
loves
make
me
sure
not.
that
He
when
loves me.
you get home, you find an America that is safe and proud and
I
sovereign.
need so once I get the like the chud fucking flashing on screen thing working, I also need one that's like a a semi-transparent liquid white splurt that comes up from the bottom.
What?
Like if he says something it's just like, we arrested 500 million illegals.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Pretty funny.
One service member who reminds us that we're working for you and for everybody and for our country is Chief Warrant Officer Will Hightower, who serves on the George Washington in the all-important deck department. Do you know what the deck department is? I have no idea.
The deck
But
department on a
in
ship?
April 2024, Will sailed away from Norfolk, leaving behind his wonderful wife, Megan, their precious 6-year-old daughter, and their 1-year-old son. In the past 12 months, he has only been home for 3 weeks total, 3 weeks. An enormous sacrifice, very
Whoa.
tough on the family, but an
It's a lot
experience
of weeks.
everyone on the ship really knows very well. In February, Will's tour will come to an end, and he will finally be going home just in time for his daughter's birthday. So, Will, I want to thank you together with all of those people that go through the same thing. I want to really thank.
How do I
where is
change the
Will? Is
country?
Will around here? Where is Will?
There we
Wow,
go.
look at him. But these are good-looking people here. That's great, Will.
Our hot military.
That's
They're
great.
really
That's
sexy, aren't they,
fantastic.
folks?
Holy, what the fuck is going on in Lebanon?
That's fantastic.
What happened to the ceasefire? Jesus. Look at the Golan Heights. Look. What the fuck? Wait, there's Israeli-controlled Lebanon now? Okay. Awesome.
See, in the old days,
Just wanted
they'd
to
say,
check in.
Does your wife still love you? But I don't do that anymore. You know? Does your wife still love you? Yes. Do you still love your wife? Every day. That's good. Okay, that's good. So that's
Oh.
Oh, what is happening?
Say hello to your
Could not
daughter,
tell
right?
you.
And your wife. And just in conclusion, every sailor here today inherits a
What's
legacy
a-
of valor and
What's
grit
another puzzle game
and
that
glory
I do?
unmatched in the long history of mankind's
Scrandle!
voyage on the seas. It's a voyage like nobody's ever had, like you have. For 2.5 centuries, America's Navy has preserved the vision of our first commander-in-chief, who gave this ship its storied name, its righteous soul, and its timeless motto: first in war, first in peace. Very famous phrase, George Washington.
Have
After
you heard of this guy?
250 years, that is exactly what our
11-pound
country
pint
is
of
today.
Stella?
It's
No,
first in
thank
war,
you.
First in peace, first in wealth, first in power, first in science, first in
Wealth, fame, power. Yeah.
spirit, and first
Trump's
in
announcing the
freedom.
fucking One
We
Piece.
went through 4 bad years, but now America will always be first again. If you have the right person up here, if you have somebody that understands a lot of different subjects,
What the
we're going to be bigger,
fuck
better,
is this?
stronger, and more important, really, frankly, to the world. Japan respects us. If you see what's going on all over the world, they're respecting us again.
tragic.
They respect us like never
Respected us
before.
more.
The treatment they gave me all over as I go around to different countries is great, but it's really a respect for me, but it's a bigger respect for our country. They respect our country again. They didn't respect our country just a few years ago. From Boston Harbor to Hampton Roads, and from Caribbean Sea to the Red Sea, from the Atlantic to the Pacific, and from the Persian Gulf to what is now known as the Gulf of America. Isn't it nice? They say it now routinely. I heard the news today. The Gulf of America, weather is wonderful. They don't.
Yeah, whatever. Trying to ban the AP from the White House. The AP, like, one of the most fair, like, actual fair and balanced, just the facts news sources. And they're like, you're not calling it the Gulf of America, you fucking freak. Get out of here.
Don't say it with a smile. It's called the Gulf of America. How did that happen, right? And it
That's
took
a
me-
good fucking
You
question,
know,
brother.
for many years I said, why is it called the Gulf of Mexico when we seem to have the shore? Well, we do. We have 92% of the shoreline. So I said, you know,
And there's the Bay of California, or the Gulf of, or I don't know if it's the Bay or the Gulf of California, which is bordered, I think, 100% by Mexican coastline. Like, It's what it's called.
When we make it back, not if, when, too big to rig. We made it too big to rig. I said, get out and vote. Too big to rig. Make it that way.
Because of
I said, I'm going to change it.
Baja
And
California.
one of the first things I did is I changed it. Nobody could even fight it. They tried. We got sued all over the place. We won every suit. And it's now officially the Gulf of America. Isn't that nice? But our sailors have written honor, greatness, and triumph into the pages of history. What you're doing is incredible, and it's an incredible time for our country. On gun decks and flight decks, and torpedo rooms and cockpits, the men and women of the Navy have poured out their blood and sweat and tears to defend the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's go back to this
They've
index.
crossed icy channels, left from burning
All right.
wreckage, stormed in.
A truly independent person, someone who is not swayed by partisanship, just a person with a. These people are rare. A lot of the both sides think they're true independents, but they are not. They are not. These are generally policy only people. So will they vote for a communist?
And laid down their lives to ensure
True
the
independence?
survival of liberty.
Probably not.
Now,
0.01.
all of us here today carry on that noble mission.
A social
And no
democrat?
matter what challenge comes our way, no matter what danger we face, we hoist our great American flag very, very high. We race into the waves and we rally to that immortal battle cry of the American sailor. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead, right? Together with our incredible Japanese allies and all of our allies all over the world, we stand strong, we stand proud, we will stand taller than we've ever stood before.
True independent voting for a liberal? Maybe I'm pessimistic, but I fail to see that much crossover there. That's a rough one. I'll put that at 0.3. They just no, if you're truly independent, you're going policy for I don't know. I need a better definition of what a truly independent person is, because it's like, does that just mean single issue? Or does that mean someone who takes into consideration everything? Just like nobody fucking does. True independent for a center-left Dem. Oh, this is a tough one.
Freer, braver, and more brilliant than ever before. And we will fight, fight, fight. We will win, win, win. And I want to thank everyone.
Cool. That was that. Yeah, this was him talking about how he's the third term shit where it's too cute. Let me just search this transcript really quick. Too cute. Yeah.
Vice President.
Yeah, I'd be allowed to do that. Run, I'd do something, but
just watch this segment.
The giraffe, you know. When you get up to about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to 10 and 20 and 25, they couldn't come close to answering any of those questions.
The readout from Walter Reed mentioned advanced medical imaging. Did you get an MRI? Can you tell us what that was?
I did. I got an MRI. It was perfect. Yeah. I mean, I gave you the full results. We had an MRI, and in the machine, you know, the whole thing. Yeah. And it was.
Anyone in particular they were
you could ask the doctor.
Are you familiar with this thing?
In fact, we have doctors traveling with us, but I think they gave you a very conclusive. Nobody has ever given you reports like I gave you. And if I didn't think it was going to be good, either I would let you know negatively, I wouldn't run, I'd do something.
This is the report that said he was 220 pounds, right? Like, that's bullshit. I'm not a light guy. But I'm shorter than Trump. I know that's bullshit. And if it is true, that implies like 0 muscle mass and 0 bone density. Like, that's just.
But the doctor said some of the best reports for the age, some of the best reports they've ever seen.
One theory on how you might try to.
He also said he was healthier than Barack Obama. Like, fucking serious.
Serve a third term. He said you could run as the vice president.
Yeah, I'd be allowed to do that.
Is it the White House's or the White House counsel's or your his legal position? I guess.
You'd be allowed to do that, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I think it's too cute. Yeah, I would rule that out because it's too cute. I think the people wouldn't like that. It's too cute. It's not. It wouldn't be right.
Sir, a golf-related question. Do you mind?
It's just. Like, okay. I feel like a big thing that has to be done is liberal. Is my mic peaking?
Nope, it sounds great.
Okay. I feel like a thing liberals have to do is dispel this myth of, like, responsibility, the hard truth mythos of conservatives, right? Because when someone talks, I'm fiscally conservative, it's, yeah, it'd be nice to do all these, liberal things, but it's too expensive. We can't do it. We can't afford it. There's hard truths that we have to accept. I feel like that mythos has to be dispelled going forward. Because when you have someone talking about a third term, like ignoring fiscal stuff, because there's obviously so much shit on that, but you have the president of the United States talking to the media, whose job it is to be tough, to like investigate, to ask questions and all that. He's talking about having a third term, and not just whether or not he's going to do it, but how he would do it, and the options he's already ruled out. And the next question is, I think the question coming up is, what's the hardest golf swing? Like,
right. I think the people wouldn't like that. It's too cute. It's not. It wouldn't be right.
Sir, a golf-related question. Do you mind? Your personally the most difficult shot for you in golf.
Like, I'm sorry, he's talking about loopholes in the Constitution to hold on to power. If I didn't have such low opinion of conservative media, I'd have thought that this was some, like, insider scripted to get him off this question. But simply because I have no faith in conservative media to actually not think that this is, like, a question people care about, it's like, what the fuck? This is baffling to me.
How were you playing? The most difficult shot. It used to be chipping, but I've become a very good chipper. I hit them all pretty good. I'm a pretty good golfer. I won 38 club championships. That's pretty good. And pretty much I hit. I'm very solid, very consistent, pretty long. I mean, I hit the ball pretty long. I play with Gary Player. Gary's 90, and he shot 70 with me the last time we played, which is pretty amazing from 68.
Like, I don't know. That's it. Like, is it not your job as the media to kind of be tough? I don't know. It's disappointing.